Hello everyone, I'm Alex of Vending Machine Support. In this quick video, I wanted to go over a common problem I found inside T-handles. T-handles typically found on drink machines such as a Dixie Narco, a Royal, or a Vendo, as well as some snack machines, for example like an AMS. Now the problem is where the inner E-clip gets popped off and the compression spring is then released, so when the T-handle is screwed into the door or the cabinet and is tightened and locked, there's still play on the door. Now, if you found this video useful, I appreciate if you could like and subscribe. If you have any questions, ideas, or comments, please leave them below. And make sure you hit that notification bell. Let's get started. Now, this issue with the T-handle usually comes up when the T-handle actually has been over tightened. So let's say you take the T-handle and you close the door on your machine, you close down that T-handle nice and tight, and you push it in, and it's locked into place. But yet, when you look at your door, you still got back and forth play. So for example, on this Royal 650 here, I've got the T-handle locked in place, but I've still got play on this door. So this door is not fully sealed, so I actually could be taking in outside air to the machine. Same thing can happen on an AMS machine as well. Now, what the problem is here, the cause to this actually, is there is a C-clip. There's two C-clips on a T-handle. On Vendos, there's actually three. But E-clip, C-clip, I'm going to use both the same term here. But when they get over tightened, the compression spring grabs the C-clip and pops it off, either breaks it in half and the pieces fall to the bottom of the door, or the actual E-clip comes off and then falls down. So you've lost the compression of the T-handle. So I wanted to show you how you take this apart, reseat that E-clip or C-clip, and also give an example of how these T-handles are actually assembled. So let me show you. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one unlocked. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this here. I'm going to put my key in. All right. Now the unit is unlocked, but the T-handle's not popping out because that compression spring has been popped. So what I do is I got to actually push the door. I got to push the door in order to get this T-handle out. So I'm going to keep the door pushed in. I'm going to go slowly unturn this loose here. Okay, I should be able to pop this guy out now. There we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open the door up here. So now we got the door open, you can see here is the threaded shaft of the T-handle, and this is actually our first E-clip or first C-clip right here. And then we've got a washer, and then there's a spring. Now the problem is actually inside here, there is another E-clip. There's actually a washer, an E-clip, and another spring inside this little sheath here, this covering. So that's where our issue is. So to get that resolved, we need to actually remove the entire T-handle. So to do this is I'm going to go ahead and remove this E-clip. Now on these E-clips or C-clips, if you turn them around, you're going to find a little notch where you can take a flathead screwdriver and pop these loose. So I'm going to take a flathead screwdriver, I'm going to go underneath the notch right here, and I'm going to pull up and keep my hand on it so it doesn't fly away. I'm going to pull up. There we go. I've lifted it up. Now I can pull that off. Now this is what I did. So that little notch right there, where I put that screwdriver, was into this little notch right here to get it to pry up. Now what I got here is I've got another washer. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. And then I've got the actual spring right here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. And then now if I grab the front of the T-handle, I can go ahead and slide this all the way out. So I'm pulling on the T-handle. Now that I've removed all the components on the front side that holds this T-handle in place, I'm going to go ahead and slide this out. Now, because of the weight here, this will fall down. So I've always liked to take a flathead screwdriver or take your hand and just slightly pull this out and kind of hold this as you pull the whole T-handle assembly out. I'm going to bring this over to my workbench. All right, so I've got my actual T-handle out of the machine. And the thing we do here is I can see the problem is there's no E-clip right here. So this compression spring that's located right here is not compressing, causing the issue. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this hexagon washer. All right, that's not the issue. I'll put that off the side here. So a little bit closer here to the camera. So there is a notch right here where the E-clip's supposed to, you've got some notches here, you got 1, 2, and there's another notch right here where that E-clip's supposed to be. So if the E-clip was there, it would have something for this spring to press up against, allowing you to have that spring action which doesn't happen when the E-clip is missing. There's no spring action. So all we need to do is we need to put an E-clip into this notch, pull this back into this notch right here. We got to place that E-clip. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and take this all the way apart, and you can see how everything should be placed in a particular order. So we'll get that done real quick. I'm going to go ahead and move this compression spring. And then what I'm missing here is this extra E-clip right here. So that's what came out of the machine. It popped loose, and I found this in the bottom of the door. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and remove this so you can see how everything goes together. Now we got a shaft. This is our T-handle shaft. And again, we can see our notches. We got 1, 2, 3 notches. And then we've got this eye or a hole here where this pin needs to be put into. So this pin is something for the actual T-handle to grab onto to turn. So it's kind of like a dog bone. All right, off the drive shaft. So to assemble this is the easiest way I've done it, is I first take that E-clip that needs to hold the compression spring on, and I'll go ahead and I'll place that E-clip onto its notch it needs to sit on. All right, so I've got that set correctly. I then take the compression spring and I slide the compression spring on, and I'm going to pull back the compression spring. All right, I'm going to keep it pulled back, and then I'm going to take this pin, put it into the hole here, but I'm not going to push it all the way through. What I like to do here is I usually take my index finger and I hold it like this, because I'm going to have to insert this in this. Now I'm keeping my thumb pulling back on the spring. I'm going to slide this in, turn it sideways. All right, get into its right notch. There we go. And I'll lock it in place there. So now I've got the proper compression. Needs to be done on that T-handle. And then the next thing comes on place is going to be the actual hexagon washer that slides on. Now this is the part that's going to be inside the sheath that you can't see. The other components here, the spring washer and E-clip, will have to be placed on once the T-handle is slid back into the machine. So let's go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take the T-handle. I'm going to slide this back into the machine, but you always want to make sure you hold the T-handle. So I've got it in 2 hands here. So you always want to make sure you hold this part so it doesn't fall down. Slide that in to the machine, and then you just slide your T-handle and just let it rest like that. You don't have to push it all the way in. It will stop once the spring hits the inside of the sheath there. So that's ready to go. Now we're just going to go make our way back over to the other side and get the other components attached. Now that we've got the T-handle in place, I'm going to go ahead and slide the spring on. So I'm going to take this spring on, I'm going to slide it all the way in. All right. And the next thing we do is I'm going to take the washer. I'm going to slide the washer in. The washer is going to be what I call like a buffer between the spring and the E-clip. Now the tricky part here is that I like to grab this, I need to push this back, so I've got to get to this notch right here. So I take the E-clip, put it up against that notch, and the spring will actually hold the E-clip in place while you grab whatever tool you might need to push this E-clip on. For example, I'm going to use the handle of my flathead screwdriver. I'm just going to pop that back in place, and now this is all in good fashion. So I've got compression here, and then on this back side here, the T-handle is going to lock. So this is the way this should be reassembled. Now let's go ahead and get this door closed. All right, I got the door closed. I'm going to go ahead and tighten the T-handle down now. All right. Now I've still got that play, and there's no play on that door, but I've got the T-handle. It does flex when I pop it in. I hope you found that useful with your T-handle about how to repair that compression spring if that E-clip ever pops off. Now, if you found this video useful, I appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. If you have any questions, ideas, or comments, please leave them below. Until then, I'll see you on the next video. Take care.